Xin Chào from Hanoi, Vietnam. Now last week, Hanoi was named the most polluted city in the whole world. Now I've been to Delhi, and to think that this place is more polluted than Delhi is just bloody scary. I've just come out this morning, I say morning, afternoon, and this is the view over West Lake, Tay Ho. You can barely see the other side. This is what we're breathing in the city of Hanoi. We're just getting ready for Tet. This video is probably going to go up after Tet, but that's where we are at the minute. So there's just plants on the side of every street, people selling the plants, getting ready for the celebration. A wonderful roundabout there. But this is what I'm talking about. Look at this, all the way down the road. Look at this, imagine setting this up every morning. This is the traditional one. You see this everywhere at this time of year. I'm sure they must stay here overnight. There's no way they're setting this up every day, surely. It just goes on forever. All down this side of Alco. Flowers, plants, trees. Let's look at it. But that is not why I'm out and about today. I've got a lot of walking to do today because I've decided I'm going to do a walking tour of the many vintage and thrift shops in Hanoi. I want to spruce up my wardrobe a bit. Now you can get cheap clothing from the night market, get shirts for £2–3, but they're all kind of knockoff fake shirts. And if you've seen any of my vlogs, you'll know that I don't follow traditional fashion rules. Now I'm expecting to pay quite a lot for anything that I might fancy certainly in the vintage shops. The thrift shops might be a little bit cheaper, but a good t-shirt can last a long time. This one I bought in 2006 and it's still going strong, a little bit faded now. So I'm hoping to find t-shirts is what I'm after. T-shirts that I will never see anyone else wearing. Let's see how we go on the great tour of Hanoi's vintage and thrift shops. Now these shops are scattered all around Hanoi. They're mainly on the edges of the old quarter, some in the old quarter, but the furthest one away is like 9 kilometers. So as I say, a lot of walking to do today, but there are a few right here in this district that I'm in now, which is basically a 10-minute walk from where I live. So we can start here. Just over here there should be a place called Fresh, and here it is, Fresh Mountain. Discount 10% off all items, it says. So that's a good start. Let's go and take a look. Okay, copyright. Well, just as I thought, it is quite expensive. And some of the things they have in there are really cool, and fair enough. Nice things cost money. But some of the things you could just find in any old charity shop for next to nothing. So the hunt continues. Hello, my friend. The hunt continues. I think I'll do better in a thrift shop than a vintage shop, but we shall see. Well, just over here there's a little street that goes down from this road, and it's always popular with Instagrammers, as you can see. The Vietnamese women like to get dressed up in traditional dress and come and have their photo took here. Now I need to get down onto the bottom road. I'm not sure whether this will lead us there, but we can give it a go. So this is it from the bottom. You can see they're all lining up, they're all queuing up to get there, but where do I go from here? According to Google Maps it's a dead end, but I'm sure, in fact it does, look at that, wonderful. And this is bringing me onto the lake. There are a number of vintage shops around here. Here we are. This is called Good Thrift. So we have a tech sale on here. Let's take a look. Hello. That was a success. Very small shop. They didn't really have any t-shirts or anything in, but they did have some funky socks. And funky socks are a thing that are not easy to come by in Vietnam. I bought some socks from the night market. I think I got 7 pairs for like £1.50, something like that. But they're just small socks, little ankle socks, bit tight, and yeah, they get holes in them almost immediately. But I'm hoping that these are going to be a little bit better. Look at the designs. And they were £2 each, so expensive but very, very nice. And as I said, as I'm going to keep saying, nice things cost money. Just a few minutes walk on this same street, there's another place called, I think it's called Fresh from Hanoi. It should be somewhere just on my left. And then once we finish there, on the other side of the lake, there's a place called Super Nasty Vintage. I have been there before, it's very cool, but I'm not expecting to buy anything from there, as it is more on the more expensive end. Well, I've not even reached the next vintage shop and I'm passing another one. This one I didn't have saved, so let's go take a look. Hello. Again, another small little thrift shop. They had one very cool t-shirt in there. California hot dogs and fries. Very kind of 80s design. And but yeah, 450, which is it's a lot. And it was tatty. I mean, it's an original. It looked about as new as this. Probably older. Right, so just over the lake there we have the Super Nasty Vintage. That's where we're heading to next. But first, Fresh from Hanoi. Hello. Yeah, this is a bit more street. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not criticising any of these places. They are really cool places, and it's only because I'm a tight git that I don't want to pay that much. They are more expensive than I want to pay. I think I'm going to have more luck maybe in the thrift shops. I did know a Vietnamese guy who I was talking to. He had this amazing, huge, long coat on, this really thick, hot coat, way too hot for bloody Vietnam. And he paid like £3 for it. So these places do exist, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to be called vintage shops. They're just going to be little markets where you can just, you know, hunt for bargains. Hopefully we'll get some of that done today. This is all pretty much vintage places. Right, here we are then. Super Nasty Vintage. I have been in here before. I came across it just when I was exploring the area. It's very, very cool in here. I have lots of amazing, cool stuff. 10 to 30% off all items. Might make it a bit more affordable. Let's go take a look. Like I said, it's a very cool shop in there, and they've got some amazing clothes, old vintage clothes. The decoration's fantastic. There's always people in there taking photos. And there was one t-shirt I looked at and I thought that might be within my range, because it's a, you know, it's not really anything that I thought many people would be interested in. Thinking, what would I pay? What do I think is going to be the price for this? I was thinking about 300,000. 1.5 million. 1.5 bloody million. That's like, is that like 50 quid or something? Now, the thing is, you're paying that because you know you ain't going to see anybody else wearing that t-shirt. 1.5 million. Now, I really didn't expect to actually buy any clothes today. I knew the vintage places would be more expensive than I want to pay. So I've already got some socks, so I'm already doing well. maybe the thrift places I might have more luck. Right, my journey is now going to take me back up onto the main road. I think I go up here. Here we go. Well, I came onto the main road, turned right, and within like 10 seconds I've already walked past it. How can I walk past it? Oh, this is why. No wonder. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's take a look. This is a small one. Small and thin. Wow, that is very small. No real t-shirts. Okay. The next one, I believe, is just down here. A place called Moon Thrift Shop. Can see it. Who knows? Maybe now we've moved out of the vintage quarter, we might get things a little bit cheaper. Well, this one's been a little bit of a fail because for the first time in months I'm not wearing my croc type shoes because there's a hole in, and I know I was going to be doing a lot of walking today, and so I've got on those bloody big things, and you have to take your shoes off to go in, and I can't be arsed. So I just had a look in the window, and yeah. Oh well, next stop. Well, I've decided to stop for a coffee in a place I've never heard of before. I was heading somewhere else, but this place looked nice. It's called Hat Cafe, and it's one of them unique things you find in Vietnam where it's not actually in a building, it's actually just between buildings. Just the space between this building behind me and this one here, and they've just turned this whole area into a coffee shop. Coffee done. So now I'm heading towards the old quarter. I've got one more vintage place to look at before food. Check this place out. Took back Paramount Beer, a restaurant in this old building. We've got the tree going through the building there. And right opposite, look at this, couldn't get any different really. Look at this place, old house. What even is this? Looks like some kind of art gallery or something, but again, somewhere where people come and take their photos in traditional dress. Bit of old Hanoi here. Fit the car out. Right, the next place I'm looking for is on here. Apparently it's called Cyber Slut. Not spotted it yet. Well, it's there. The doors are open, but I don't know how to get up to it. Maybe it's through this door here. You can but try. There you go. There? Through here? Yeah? Okay. Cyber. Socket Cyber, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is typical of Hanoi. Hello. Well, it was all women's clothes, but that's okay. I don't think I've actually been down here before, believe it or not. And we're not far away from the old quarter. It's nice around here. They're all out and about today, taking their photos in traditional Vietnamese dress. This street seems very popular for it, I guess because we have the old Hanoi right here, all the old buildings. So people are finding just doorways and anything that looks old and having their photo taken. Not so many here. Now recently, if you've been watching my vlogs, you will know that in order for me to try as many Vietnamese dishes as possible, I've done some research. I've got loads and loads of food to try, and I've put them in something called Wheels of Names. And then every time I come to the old quarter, I literally click on Wheels of Names, it spins around and tells me what I'm going to eat that day. So today, we're having some Bun Ca, which is, I think, fried fish. The place I'm coming to is closed. There is another one just down here, actually has better reviews than this one, so hopefully it's open and we'll go and get ourselves some Bun Ca. Is that how you say it? Well, I think she said I could go upstairs, but... Oh, okay. Looks like it's just me then. Well, the tables are set up. I've already ordered, so there we go. So I've done the Bun Ca. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think it's, well, it's going to be noodles, bun, and well, we'll see what it comes with. Well, it's certainly a local place. There's no tourists in here. The only people that are eating here are Vietnamese. The food's arrived immediately, and we can see this. We've got this fried fish here. I think it's catfish, and not exactly sure what they are. Probably, oh, it might be the same thing. But yeah, there's dill in there as well. Let's give it the broth a taste. It's actually really nice. I have had this before when I first moved to Hanoi, and I wasn't too fussed with it, but you know, obviously some places are better than others. I'll give you the overall review once I've stuffed all this in my gob. I have these things to add to the flavour. This, I think, is fermented shrimp paste. Now, fermented shrimp paste is, it's not going to be a mild flavour, is it? So I'm just going to put a little bit on there just to give it a taste. I've got a feeling this might be quite strong. Anyway, let's get in. I'm not sure if that's fermented shrimp paste or not, but it's definitely spicy. Jesus. Not be having any more of that. Right, all of that has been eaten. Didn't bother with this paste once I'd tasted it. Way too spicy for me. Right, let's go and pay. Pete. Come on, thank you. Bye bye. So that was pretty good. It was light, fresh, the fish was nice. It also came with the kind of spongy fish cakes that you see being sold around the market in the old quarter. Not too keen on them, but the catfish was nice. It's not my favourite dish, I'll be honest. I'm not really a brothy kind of guy. That's why I don't particularly like pho. But it did the job, and it means that in about an hour's time I'll be hungry again, so we can try some more food. Right, we're heading right into the old quarter now, through this entrance here, and I think this might be the first time I've actually seen trains. Although it looks like it has actually pulled in, because I can see people moving on the other side, so we're not going to get it moving, so we're not going to get the money shot. But it looks nice as a photo. Right, here we are then. We're at the Dangzhou market. Definitely got that name wrong, but it's a place where you'll have seen in my other vlogs this area. We're just pretty much coming into the old quarter now, and apparently in the old quarter there's about 4 or 5 vintage and thrift shops. Now, I'm not expecting to get many bargains at any of these due to their location, but we can take a look, see what we find along the way. I absolutely love it down here. This is just the heart of the old quarter. Lovely, busy, vibrant market. Let's look at it. Stuff happening everywhere. You've got all your nuts here, pistachios and walnuts. almonds. Over here we have dried beef, and we have a butcher here. Eggs here. These are the spongy fish cake things that I've just eaten. More meat, tongue, ears. Nothing goes to waste here in Vietnam. And now we're coming along a side street, and it doesn't get any less busy. Look at everything going on. More butchers, cakes, more butchers. Look at this. What the hell? Crispy pork. You can buy literally any part of the animal on these streets. I've just seen tongue and ear, offal. This one here, Central Backpackers Hotel, which I'm guessing is dorms, and they do trips and things like that. But literally, when you step out of this hostel, you are right in the heart of it. No idea what that was. They're out in force today, the Vietnamese ladies, getting their Instagram shots. So the next thrift shop is somewhere down here. Oh, in fact it's here on the right hand side. I've walked past this place many times, never spotted it. Zom Vintage, this one is called. Not much luck in there. Well, the thing is, I could buy lots and lots of clothes just from any one of these shops. Like these shops here. Or this one over here, made in Vietnam. Absolutely everywhere. But I do want something a bit different. Now, apparently, there's one around here called 27 Club. I can't see it. I'm literally stood here on the street thinking, where is it? According to Google Maps, it's on this side. I spotted this up there, I'm thinking maybe that's it on the top floor, but how do I get in? I'm stood here for all this time and then I turn down and don't see it. Right, another one. Chan Kong Kong. 70%, 50%, 30%, 20%. This looks nice. I like the look of this place. Colourful. Hello. I have to really bend down in here because the ceiling is so low. Let's just have a look, get an idea of some of the prices. So for this, oh wow, that's like for a 5-year-old. Because I'm looking at Google Maps, where the only thing that's showing are the thrift shops that I've saved. So I'm going up and down streets and not exactly sure where I am. And it turns out I'm on bloody Pub Street. I wasn't expecting that. And they're all out again, look. With their Vietnamese dress, look at them, they're really everywhere. Right, so I'm totally in the heart of the old quarter now. I know exactly where I am. This place always looks great. I know it has people taking photos of it, but they've certainly gone all out for it. Look at this decoration at the entrance. I suppose it must be a Tet tradition that all the young Vietnamese women dress in Vietnamese traditional clothing and go out and have their photos took all over the city, because they're everywhere today. And everywhere you get a little piece of historic Hanoi, some crumbly old building, there's groups of women taking photos. Right, there's another one here, right near the cathedral. Have I already been in one of these? I think I have. Chan Kong Kong. Anyway, let's take a look. Hello. Well, now the thrift and vintage shops are starting to get a little bit more spread out, so I've got a lot of walking to do. And to be honest, I'm not really finding much stuff, am I really? Mama's is doing a roaring trade as usual. This one less so. And these are as good. If you come here and Mama's is too busy, go to this one. Right, there's a thrift store here. Angel's House vintage store. With a name like Angel's House, I think it might be all women's clothing. I'm not exactly sure how to get up there. I'm presuming it's down this little alley once we cross this road, which isn't going to be that easy. It's coming from both sides. I see a gap coming here. Okay, how's this side done? Oh, easy. Alright. Bloody hell. The GoPro doesn't like this light. It's typical Vietnamese shop. Well, it was all women's, as I thought. Yeah, it's pretty lively around here. To say that Hanoi is supposed to be quieting down for tech. No signs of that on this street. So, just down here. Yeah, I know where I am now. This is not far from where I actually stayed 5 years ago when I came to Hanoi and stayed here for 2 or 3 weeks in an Airbnb. I was living like a local. Oh, we're on Train Street. There can't be a train due because no one's stopping you going up and down. All the lights are on now. We're going to lose the light in about an hour or so. I recently saw an article that was shared on Facebook talking about the most overrated cities in the world, and as the thumbnail for this article it had a quote from someone about Hanoi, saying that they hated Hanoi because they were constantly being hassled and people trying to scam them. Absolute nonsense. Out of all the cities I've been to in Southeast Asia, or indeed anywhere, and I've been to a lot, I would say that Hanoi is one of the places where that happens the least. I've just walked past Train Street, which is probably the #1 tourist attraction in the city, or at least one of them, and a guy came up saying that he'll take me to the mausoleum on his bike. A guy in a taxi said, "Do you want a taxi?" And I just said no, and just walked past. That was it, the end of the hassle. People think that you get hassle here. Bloody hell, they want to try some other cities, because you just don't get that. And 99.9% of the people that I've come across, Vietnamese people, are super friendly and super honest. So if you see these articles shared, or you see people saying that Hanoi is full of scammers, don't believe it. It's absolute nonsense. Right, okay, there's another one here called Vintage Pilot, I think it is. Again, not spotted it yet. It should be just here on the corner. Is this it? Yes, it is. Oh, okay. So Vintage Pilot means it's all like kind of yeah, leather, and yeah, not for me. Well, we're at the other side of the train station now, and this is a place where it looks like everybody comes to get things fixed. They're fixing all sorts on here. Fans, little oven hobs. Around here everyone's selling these things. I don't know what they are. This here, literally every shop is selling these. It's obviously something to do with tech, but what, I don't know. Look, more here, tons of the stuff. Maybe it's nothing to do with tech, maybe they're here all the time. Wow, this is very lively around here. And literally now all of these, hairdressers, hairdressers, hairdressers. What's this? Hairdressers. Hairdressers. It seems that when you come out of the station arriving in Hanoi, most people just want to get their hair cut. Well, I'm getting off that busy road because I've just looked at Google Maps and there's a huge bloody lake. over here. Look at this. New one on me, this. I've never been down here before. Very nice. Apparently, this thrift shop is somewhere around here. Now, I wouldn't really expect to find a thrift shop in this area, but apparently there's one here somewhere. Look at this. This just seems like a local district, not the kind of place where I'd expect to find a thrift shop. But apparently there is one somewhere down here. Again, I've walked past it. Apparently it's down a road that's here. And I've gone past it again. Where is this place? Well, Google Maps doesn't know where this street is. He's put it in the wrong place, but Trung Tien, that is where this shop is, apparently. So I guess we just keep walking and hopefully we'll come across it. It's called Diesel Thrift Shop. This looks like it might be a thrift shop with the old graffiti. No? Wow, this is a bloody maze. Well, apparently it's number 32. Number 1. Well, that's not good. Right, back again. Number 4. So where the hell is number 32? Ah, it's here. No wonder I couldn't find it. I've come this way and the sign for it is here. I walked this way. There's no sign of it anywhere else. We've gone from number 4 to number 6 to number 32. Alright, let's take a look.
So we have sale 20% all item.
20%, okay. Okay, and is there upstairs as well?
We have second floor.
A second floor? Okay, yeah. Nice one, thank you. Okay. Well, this is a bit more like a thrift shop. It's all like kind of woolen stuff, things that are going to be way too hot. I'm just looking for some funky t-shirts. I'm not having much luck in that department. Nothing up here. Well, they are getting really spread out now. The next one is taking me further away from my apartment. It's south again, another 20 minutes walk to the next one. I'm starting to think that maybe, you know, kind of be arsed, because the shops aren't like amazing or anything, but I am in a district that I've never been in before, and that's what's keeping me going. So 20 minutes walk, basically a big long straight road through, I guess, districts like the one we've just been in. So let's keep going. Well, Google Maps has sent me down here. I've just had to walk past a few policemen. I'm thinking, am I walking into the police station here? I mean, that is the Ward police station, but no, this is a street. Well, this is going to be an interesting to cross. It's on green. Thankfully, most of the traffic is actually stopping. Just the odd sneaky bike and the car. It can wait. There we go. Where the bloody hell am I now? Am I even still in Hanoi? I've been walking for so long. I am now, what? Let's have a look. 5 hours into my walk. How are you doing, my friend? Got some nice old street art here. Well, looks like we've come across yet another lake. Oh, look at this, got a little market. Sweets over here. What else we got? Monkey dog. Strawberries are still expensive, £5 for a punnet. Not buying them yet. Let's take a look at the lake. I've been walking now for 5 hours and I've still got quite a lot of walking to do. It is going to get dark, so we'll see how we go. I'm starting to get closer and closer to beer o'clock and I'm nowhere near where I live, where I'm planning to go out for a drink tonight. Well, we'll just keep on going and see what happens. Hello, my friend. I'm okay, but what is it? What is it?
Lotus.
Lotus.
Yeah, lotus.
I just eat it like this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's warm. it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Nice.
It's not bad.
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on YouTube now. Million subscribers.
Yeah.
See you later. Free as well. Okay, go on then. Oh, little biscuits.
Very good.
Very good. Very nice. No, too much. Thank you, my friend. Sorry. Right, well, I'm getting up with all kinds of freebies now. It's very interesting because down here, I'm way out of you know, the old quarter now. I'm really south of the old quarter and people are really kind of looking at me, looking at the camera and thinking, what the hell's that guy doing? In the old quarter, I guess they're used to it because of all the tourists. I'm actually just a couple of minutes away from this vintage place. I just need to cross the road and it's somewhere over here. Well, I walked past it again. I've just been walking down this main street thinking there's going to be a turn here and apparently it's down here. How the hell would anyone know to come down here for a vintage shop? This can't be right, surely. Well, we'll find out because it should be just around the corner. Wow, look at this place. No sign of a vintage shop though. Well, apparently I'm stood outside it. Just going to check around this corner, if not I think yeah, I don't think it's happening. Okay. I get some very strange looks. So I've gone into Google Maps, it's like here. These are all houses, so I don't know where this one is, but okay, that one's not happening. Oh, nice lights, look at these. Wow. Well, Google Maps would tell me to go up there and to walk next to the lake, but I think I'm going to take this street instead because, yeah, it's very lively. I like these streets where people are just selling fruit and veg. Totally local. There's nothing down here for any tourists, but this looks a bit like the area when I went to the what do you call it, the mall, the underground mall, somewhere around there. Maybe I'm in that district, I don't know. There's absolutely everything for sale here. I think I have been down here before, you know. Wow, check out the rotisserie. We've got like duck, and what else we got on there? Some pork, crispy pork going around here. Wow. Everything for sale. And you can see all the street sellers, they all have their own QR code. No need for cash in Vietnam. They've got some lively games of football going on here. Back at the lake, at the other side. I am actually skipping one or two of the vintage places because they're just so bloody far away. They're going to add on another hour to my journey, and I need to be thinking about heading back now. Look at the houses up here. Have all the Vietnamese ladies doing their Tai Chi and their exercises. I've got to keep talking because of the copyright, got to keep talking because of the copyright, got to keep talking because of the copyright. Right, Google Maps, rather than taking me along this main road, which will lead me to where I want to go, is taking me down here. Now, it seems to me that that would be easier, but how can I resist this? Hope this is taking me the right way. And here we are. It did bring me to the main road, which I somehow have to cross. Now I'm actually going back to where I just started, because as I was walking down the alleyway I heard this dog barking, seeming to be in distress, and I turned around and this guy had hold of this dog and was just repeatedly hitting it with a shoe. And obviously the dog's getting upset and barking, and then the guy carries on as if he's suddenly going to stop. So anyway, that's just like kind of been on my mind, so I'm going to go back, and if he's still hitting the dog, then, well, I'm going to stop him. There doesn't appear to be any sign of him now. It's one of them situations that it took me a while to comprehend what I'd just seen. And I went off down this alley here, and it just, the more I thought about it, the more I thought I should have said something. And now I can't find him, so, well, at least he's not beating the dog anymore anyway. How the hell am I going to cross this road? I need to be over there. There is some kind of zebra crossing here. Right, let's give it a go. I need to be over here. Do I go now? Yes, I do. Even though it's on red. When I'm walking behind a policeman. Okay, green. That's great. I thought it was for me, but obviously not. So this is what green looks like. Shut up. Wow. Well, I really should have checked the reviews, because this one has not been open for a long time. It's now something completely different. Well, I've just looked at the market, the student market, the clothes market, where I wanted to end this vlog, and it's an hour and 12 minutes walk away. So apparently I can get a bus. That takes 40 minutes apparently, but it always says that, and it's always less. So who knows? Maybe I might end the vlog prematurely, come back and do the student market another day. Oh, we have the new metro up here. Still not been on. Shame it doesn't go to Tejo. Well, I've decided that is actually going to be the end of the vlog. I can't be arsed walking an hour and a half. I've been walking for 6 hours now. And yeah, the bus, it says the bus takes 40 minutes to get there, and I think it will, because the traffic's just insane. I've just looked, I can get a bus from here that'll take me all the way back to Tejo for 10,000 dong. So I'm going to do that. So I don't know what this vlog will turn out like. Maybe it's been a right load of shite, I don't know. I upload everything, whether I think it's good or whether I think it's shite, I upload it all. So I hope I've captured some of the different districts in Hanoi. The thrift shops, yeah, apart from one or two, they weren't that great. Not much interesting stuff in there, and super expensive. But it did mean I got to see some districts that I've not been to. So for that reason, it was worth it. So that's me done, and I'll see you on the next vlog, where I will probably find some other reason to wander around aimlessly in Hanoi. See you later.